Good morning. This is Dr. Suman Tanwar, Assistant Professor in Zoology from Government College for Girls, Sector 14, Gurugram, Haryana. I am recording this video for seminar presentation on what will I do for achieving academic excellence at my institution. I will follow the following strategies for achieving academic excellence. So we will discuss one by one. First is promoting active learning. As we all know that teachers are the ideal people as well as in the best situation to promote active learning among the students. I will encourage active learning, which is about energizing and sustaining attention of students who then become very interested in doing any classroom activities. Second, by developing high order thinking skills. We know that the role of teachers is not just imparting knowledge, content, but also to develop students in solving problems, making decisions, and adapting to dynamic of the environment. These all require students to develop high order thinking skills. I will sensitize the students for doing classroom projects, cases, and exercises so that they can basically walk through the various level of thinking like reading to comprehend, analyze, and evaluate the issue at hand until decisions to solve the problems are made. As students practice often on more complex problem based learning, their thinking skills become more developed and enhanced to reach the higher order level. Next is creating effective learning zones. We all know that many of the top students used to say that being given the freedom to choose and to do what we like is one of the reasons that contribute to their excellent academic results. This is about doing things or even learning things in ways or styles or zones that are comfortable and conducive to the students. I will try to create effective learning zones in the classroom by setting policy and by making it clear to every student that at the outset that the policy is designed to enhance learning, to generate a supportive and cooperative classroom. Current seating arrangements will be very flexible and changed if it will not work. Next is promoting success. All students strive for success, which is the most motivating outcome a student can experience. Preparing students for success is not easy task. But fortunately, there are many ways for us to prepare and promote the success experience in the classroom. According to McLearning in 2000, there are 9 core steps for teachers in promoting success in students' work. As follows, I will also try to use all these points. So let's begin these. First is begin lesson with quick review of previous learning and outline goals. Present material in small steps and allow application after each step. Provide clear and detailed instructions and explanations. Ask a large number of questions and check for students' understanding. Guide student in initial phase of learning and application. Provide systematic feedback that is task based. Monitor students as they work. Provide ample time to completing tasks. Identify in advance what material or concept might be difficult. Beside above said points, firstly, I will try to make students to learn to break tasks into components and see each component as an opportunity for success. This is not only provide ongoing motivation to complete the task, but also increases opportunities for success. Secondly, to provide every student with opportunity to experience real success is to have student expand their definition of success. Each student views success in many ways, which is to say a success to one student may not be for another student. When students see success in more personal terms rather than relative terms, success immediately becomes accessible to them, and success in year end examination is then within reach or achievable to them. Next point is providing effective feedback. I will try to provide the feedback to student on their work and assessment task to know whether students are success oriented, avoiding failure or accepting failure. By knowing such classification about students, I will try to treat success oriented students differently to failure adverse student or to student who accept failure. There may be nothing wrong for a student who accepts failure because he or she wants to go on to improve himself or herself to prevent failure in future. I will try to give useful feedback regularly and timely to students which will help them to become better academically. Next point is recognizing and creating learning windows. We all know that the learning window may come and go, and therefore teachers must exploit the learning windows to the fullest advantage for the students. I will try to recognize and seize learning windows so that more students are hooked into the lesson or learning activities. This is to make the teaching and learning truly exciting and thriving. Exploiting learning windows may increase the number of students to achieving straight as results. Next point is developing a good relationship. I'm approachable, firm, assertive, and discuss with students on their wants and needs to develop good, cordial, and conducive student teacher relationship for the benefit of students like excelling in their examination. Next point is developing productive pedagogy. I will try to view all students as capable of learning, see myself as facilitator of learning, and also student learning very much as my responsibility. I also focus on skill development more than transmitting content. Work more innovatively with curriculum to create learning windows and has extracurricular involvement. Furthermore, I engage in professional conversation with my colleagues that will be to talk about their feelings and made changes to respond to these. Next point is motivation. I motivate the student to increase their learners' creativity, high order thinking, and natural curiosity. I try to enhance students' effort and commitment to learning and to achieving high standards of comprehension and understanding. And the last point is accepting individual differences. As we all know that students have different strategies, approaches, and capabilities for learning that are related to their prior experience too. Individuals are born with and develop their own capabilities, skills, and talents. In addition, through learning and social upbringing, they have acquired their own preferences for how they like to learn and the pace at which they learn. Therefore, I try to help students to examine their learning preferences and expand or modify them if necessary. I ought to accept the individual differences or niches. The students come from varied background and upbringing, including cultures, beliefs, and traditions. In the last, I must say that there is no ideal or perfect learning strategies, and this must be accepted as normal by teachers. And in the end, I want to conclude that to gain further knowledge and to enhance my skills, I used to actively participate in academic extracurricular activity as well as administrative activities. Thank you.